Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm talking about self-esteem. So recently I'm going into schools and I'm doing sessions with young people about how they can improve their self-esteem, and using positive psychology and mindfulness we're going to help you today to improve your sense of self-esteem. I think it's needed now more than ever in this age that we live in, this social media age. Everyone's comparing themselves on Instagram all the time and measuring their sense of worth measuring it by how many likes they have on their pictures and things, and putting it in other people's hands. So handing over their sense of worth to an external measure. So vulnerably putting a picture out there and saying, please like it. And if you get the amount of likes that you expect, then great, and if you get more, then boosts your self-esteem for a bit. If you get less, then you kind of think, what's wrong with me? And this is how we live now. So I've actually quit Instagram because I thought, well, what's the point? It's just a comparison game. It's just, there's no end to it. There's always going to be people that are better, and are we just going to be submitting pictures to a platform for the rest of our lives? Where is this going? So I've just got 1 or 2 social media channels now, and I think that's enough. Anyway, today, self-esteem. So I'm going to say a quote which is probably quite popular on the internet. You may have seen it already. It's called the Serenity Prayer, and it goes like this: God grant me the God grant me the God grant me the courage to change what I can, accept what I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the courage to change what I can, accept what I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. So let's say God is you, alright, because we're not getting religious here, we're talking about how you can change your life, because no one else is going to do it for you. So God is you, alright? So grant yourself the courage to change what you can. So what does that mean? That means taking responsibility for everything you can do to change your self-esteem. So that's things like going to the gym, eating as best as you can, not getting wasted and drinking and eating sugar and staying up too late, and doing all those things that are in your control. And accept what you can't change. There's a lot of things that we can't change, the way we are born, our families, and this is very, very important. Sometimes we can't change the people that we work with, and so we have to learn acceptance with this. So that's up to you to know the difference of the things you can change and the things you can't change. But taking responsibility for how you look is very, very important, and taking care of yourself, I think, is the number one thing that you could do and probably should do in order to make the world a better place. Now, without being selfish and narcissistic, it's really, really important to take good care of yourself by going to the gym as much as you can, not to excess, and eating as best you can, and really, really, really taking care of yourself, because then you're going to be as happy as you can really be. Exercise releases endorphins, and it shapes your body, and it helps you stay mentally healthy, because the body is the subconscious mind. So if you're shaking up the energy in your body, then you're going to be shaking up the energy in a really good way in your mind. Also, you can kind of control and change the people you surround yourself with in terms of what you accept, what negative comments that you accept. So if you've got any toxic people in your life, then you can limit them, okay? You can set healthy boundaries, you can restrict the amount of time you message them or contact them or reply to them or speak to them. But you can also choose, okay, choice is a huge thing here, you can also choose not to let their words affect you by not accepting their words of hostility or negativity. And this is a very conscious choice that you need to kind of practice mindfulness and practice your awareness muscle to be able to do. So I can do this now, and if somebody says something to me, like you're crap or you don't look good, or you know, just something hostile or negative, I smile at that person and I don't accept it because I love myself. So I know that they're just expressing how they feel about themselves. So I'm really kind to everyone I meet because it's a projection of how I feel about myself. And I swear that's through repeated mindfulness and meditation. It makes you 10% happier, makes you love yourself, and it makes you love everybody else. So if you're super kind and lovely to everyone, that's what you're going to get back from the world. And if negative people are saying negative things to other people, it's probably because they've had it to themselves before at some point, but they're saying it to other people now as a reflection of how they feel about themselves and how they treat themselves. So if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to be hostile to other people. So it all starts with taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and changing what you can change as much as possible in a positive way, eating really healthily, and all those things I listed. So another thing you can do using positive psychology is to take a strengths test. What are your top character strengths? Now we have 24 character strengths. We all use them to different extents. Things like hope, justice, humour, perseverance, and everyone has a different profile, of course. And you can draw on these character strengths naturally. They give you energy naturally, and we use them across our work lives, our relationships, and just in daily life. So if you're not using your character strengths, say for example your character strength is humour, your top one, and you move to another country where you can't speak the language, you can't have jokes with people, you can't make people laugh, which is what gives you energy because it's your natural strength, top strength, and people can't make you laugh, then you're going to feel down because you can't use your natural character strength. So to have a good awareness of what your character strengths are, and to then utilise them when you're feeling down or you have low self-esteem, that's going to help you to feel better because you are drawing on your uniqueness. And your uniqueness is something you need to be really aware of and to celebrate the most. So there's a 1 in 4 trillion chance you would be born. So that's the likelihood of your mum meeting your father and your grandparents meeting and them conceiving you at the time they did and you being born at the time you did and you being born in this country and the way you've developed and everything is, there's a 1 in 4 trillion chance of that. So that's the same as one turtle in the whole of the oceans everywhere, so all the sea. Imagine there was one turtle, no other turtles in the sea, and you threw a rubber ring into the sea. That's the same likelihood as that one turtle swimming around on its own in the whole sea, coming up for air and poking its head through that one rubber ring at the exact same moment. Okay, that's how likely it is that you're here. So you definitely are special, and I would love you to write down 3 things about yourself you would never change for no amount of money. Okay, so what is that? What is something that you absolutely really value about yourself that you wouldn't change for anything? Okay, so we've got the strengths test, we've got changing what you can, taking care of yourself. Self-love is the most important thing, to be able to give out love to others and then receive it back. Accept what you can't change. Learn to know the difference and change the people you surround yourself with so you're not surrounded by toxic people. Get rid of those people. But if you can't get rid of them, don't accept their work. Okay, I hope that's helped. And remember, there is no objective truth. So, what's the best animal, cats or dogs? There's no answer because it's all subjective. So, there's no actual objective definition of what is good in terms of appearance or anything. So, one man's treasure is another man's rubbish. Do not base your value or self-worth or self-esteem on Instagram likes or Facebook likes. Have a nice day. I hope you've liked this video. I'll link the strengths test below. Please subscribe for more and let me know what else you'd like some help and guidance on. Much love. See you next time.